What's going on, y'all? It's FOMO Hard, and this is FomoNation Sports. I wanted to do a quick wrap-up video of the weekend. All you really need to know about my weekend is I'm 2-5 now. I took another L. Almost won last night. Bell didn't really do that hot, but he scored enough points to... really, it wasn't even Bell. It was my team. Just injuries, and things are just catching up to me now. Gordon taking that time off. It looks like it's hurting him, man. I don't like starting running backs that are away because of injury and or off field for a long period of time like he was. He was out of the game. Sean Alexander said the game was faster when he came back. Had a really tough time coming back. See if Gordon can ever get back to his old standing in the league. And without any further ado, let's shut off the girls because I'm ready to fight this weekend. I'm ready to come out fighting. I'm playing the first place. The guy that's in first place, JP, you can find him in the live streams on Saturday night. Also, he is in, along with myself, Andrew Sixon, and Pace Carmike, amongst others, in the FomoNation Sports Telegram, which you can find down below. The link is in the description. If you found it here, go ahead and like and subscribe. I appreciate it. So here's what I got going on this week. I'm feeling really good. I was going to leave my lineup empty. Took the L last week. LaShawn McCoy is playing Green Bay. I think when Mahomes out, he's going to have an increased role. So I'm going to be starting LaShawn McCoy this weekend. I'm going to definitely start Saquon Barkley against Detroit. This is my number one draft pick. He's projected to get 17.31 points. I suspect he'll be in the 20s. Stephon Diggs, I was right about him getting an increased role in the offense. He went ham. I really don't think he wanted to be traded. I think the threat was supposed to be internal and it got out to the media. I believe that they are going to be trying to give him what he wants since, he's an integral part of the offense. Thielen went out last weekend. I don't know yet if Thielen's coming back this week. I suspect he will be. It didn't look like a really bad injury, but if you hurt his hand and he's a receiver, he could be out, which means Stephon Diggs is going to get an increased role. I definitely need to look that up. Matter of fact, let's pull that right now. Why not just pull that right now, shall we? Let's see. Let's go back to the league. And let's look at players. All players. And all right, let's see. Where is he? There's Diggs there. Thielen. So let's see if he's injured. Listed as a non-participant in Monday's practice. Vikings didn't hold a practice the day after a game, but Thielen would have watched from the sidelines. All right, so he would have. This isn't necessarily surprising since he didn't return to Sunday's win against the Lions. It's unlikely he recovers in time for Thursday's game against the Redskins. So if he's out, Diggs is going to most certainly have an increased role. So I'm definitely starting Stephon Diggs. Whether or not Thielen starts, I'm going to start him. I believe if he starts, maybe I'll reassess. Cooper Kupp against Cincinnati. My big concern in this game is that LA gets up too quick on Cincinnati, and then they just start handing it off to Gurley, and the passing game goes away. For that reason, I'm really contemplating. I picked up Teddy Bridgewater off of waivers. They're playing Arizona, assuming Bridgewater starts. I don't know. People keep saying, like, JP. I think he's just trying to get me to dump Bridgewater because he wanted to pick him up himself. But I'm probably going to start Bridgewater against Arizona. I think there might be a higher scoring game here. And so if they have to throw it out, then this is going to bode well for me, although I am going to start Cooper Kupp against Cincinnati. He might get a touchdown or two out of this. We don't know. Evan Ingram, got to start my main tight end, man. Jimmy Graham, no siree. Against Kansas City even, I'm going to go with Ingram. He's been the best for me so far. All right, so I'm still undecided on a quarterback, and I'm undecided on a flex. So I'm not quite sure yet. Up, squirrels are going crazy. Going to start Minnesota's defense against Washington. I think this is the better play. Washington just put a goose egg up against San Francisco. Minnesota's been playing really, really tough lately. They're trying to get in the playoffs. They're making a statement that they belong in the playoffs. I believe in Minnesota, at least this point. I think they will get into the playoffs. I don't know how far they'll get, but they will get in the playoffs. That's what I think. The Bears are not going to get in the playoffs. The way that they're playing right now with... they're awful. Now, they are playing the Chargers, who are just as awful right now. I have Gordon in my lineup. I don't think I'm going to start him, but I might start him at the flex. I really don't know. I don't think Beckham's going to go for me. He's playing New England, and that O-line in Cleveland just evaporates in the fourth quarter or before. So I'm not going to put much stock in Beckham the rest of the year. I'll hold him for easy games, but against a team like New England, those corners, no sir. Melvin Gordon, again, may start him at flex. I'm not sure yet. Toss-up between Goff and Bridgewater. I'm leaning towards Bridgewater, except handcuffing a quarterback with a receiver like Kupp usually pays big dividends, so don't know. I just feel like Bridgewater might have a chance to outscore Goff in the long run, over 4 quarters, as opposed to LA maybe taking control of this game and then just handing them a big dose of Todd Gurley the rest of the game. And for that reason, I'm leaning towards Bridgewater, like I said earlier. Philip Lindsay, too erratic, man. This is like dealing with Bitcoin. The volatility on this guy in fantasy is just insane. I mean, this dude here, 10, 10, 29, 7, 26, 15, and then 4. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. I'm going to hold on to him. If anybody wants to trade him, he's up for trade if you're in my league. But I don't think I'm going to start him this weekend. So who else didn't we cover? Robbie Gould, my only kicker. Minnesota, going to start them, holding on to Chicago, and they're not going anywhere either. I have 2 great defenses. I mean, if defense won these things, I would be winning. And very well could. A pick 6 goes a long way. I called it last week, too. Chicago did have a pick 6. They needed it just to score some points, though. So at this point, as of 11:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, October the 22nd, I am leaving my QB spot open and my flex spot open. Everything else has been filled. If you have any questions, you want me to look at any players or any matchups in the next video that I make, leave it in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. Join the FomoNation Sports Telegram, guys. We're having a lot of fun in there. We're trying to build this thing up. If you like sports, you like football, you like baseball, my Yankees got knocked out, so on baseball. No baseball right now. No, we can talk baseball. World Series, still going to watch it. All right, guys. For FomoNation Sports, I am iFomoHard. Thank you for your time. See ya.